Welcome to another story where one stressed engineer navigates the chaos of a toxic workplace, only to find himself facing unexpected challenges and vindication amidst the pandemic. December 2020, middle of the pandemic, I was contracting as a stress engineer, basically check that things are strong enough, etc. 1 week before Christmas, I get a call from the agency I was contracting with saying that my contract was not going to be renewed. I live in the UK and had been working from home for about 6 months following the lockdown. I was part of a small team. One member of the team was a weasel in love with his own brain. He used a lot of big words and waffled on in front of the client, basically an expert turd polisher of the highest caliber. I was more succinct and just stuck to the facts when reporting on the progress of my analysis. So the whole project was a bit of a shit show. Client kept changing their mind about how they wanted this part analyzed. I was just a contractor, and as such, had to do what they said. I never did find out why it was me. They decided to can me, but I can guess. I think the multiple changes and delays were put on me, and Weasel Boy obviously convinced them he was very much more valuable than me. For a bit of background, this guy was a serious dick. I was once tasked with checking some of his analysis. I found some errors in his calculations. I corrected them and sent them back. He didn't like that, not bit, so he takes the knife to her laughing as he does it and turns to me and says, "Why so serious? Let's put a smile on that face of yours." Sorry, lost my train of thought there. Anyway, I correct his calculations and give him a much simpler way of doing it. Rather than use my method, which was correct, he spends 2 days with his weaselly little face buried in a maths textbook, looking up a more advanced matrix method, which did the same thing as what I had given him. He was too busy jerking himself off over matrices and how great they are. Bear in mind the following. As contractors, we were there to get the job done. He had a method, the one I gave him, and he refused to use it. He wasted 2 days of the client's money looking up a method that did the same thing. A few days later, we were making a coffee, and he says that he had sent his calculation off to the client, who was really impressed with my matrix method. I was gobsmacked. 1. You are a little prick, and I hate you. 2. You wasted 2 days, you little arsehole. 3. It isn't your method. You read what others had done, and you took the next step. You didn't earn the knowledge for yourself, so you don't take any responsibility for it. You stood on the shoulders of geniuses to accomplish something as fast as you could, and before you even knew what you had, you'd patented it, and packaged it, and slapped it on a plastic lunchbox, and now you selling it. Well, sorry. So needless to say, he was a weasel and a cerebral narcissist, and he just needed drop kicking, but he gets kept on. Enter Dickhead Number 2. This guy is technically our leader, and well, he was a prick as well, but I won't get into that too much. About 4 months after being let go, I have been scratching around for work for months. I am married, and we have 3 kids. Savings used up, my eldest actually gave us money from his trust fund to tide us over. I had taken a job in a warehouse working Sat Sun Mon doing 12-hour shifts. It was tough work, and the supervisor was a bastard who needed kneecapping. So I took this so that I could continue to look for work during the week. One day I am sitting there and my phone rings. Dickhead 2. Hi, how is it going? Fuck you, you prick. You haven't spoken to me in months. Me, oh hi, how's it going? Dickhead 2. Do you remember that analysis you did? Well, do you still have the analysis files? The client has lost them. You cheeky cunt. 4 months and not a word. Never once tried to help me find work or even drop me a text, and now you want my help. Oh, my friend, there is a special place in hell for you, you soulless, money-grabbing cockwomble. Me? Yes, I think I do, but they are not the latest iteration. You will have to check for some of the later updates. Dickhead Number 2. Oh, great. If you can send them, that would be great. Send them. Why don't I send you to the back rooms where you can get a stick job from an entity, you fucking wanker? Me, sure, will do. I was gobsmacked. How can people be such pricks? The client lost the files? So, sounds like a personal problem. You might wonder why I gave him the files. Well, because I knew something he didn't know. The reason why I was able to summarize the results of the analysis so quickly was because I had written some code to go through all the output files of the analysis and strip out only the results that we were interested in. I gave him 40 files. Have fun manually looking through them and stripping out what you need. It would take ages. Oh, and like I said, they were old files, out of date. Take them and shove them up your arse. And while you are at it, tell that weasel that he is a cuckolded little henpecked sphincter. And I am glad that his wife spends all his money and his mother-in-law lives in his house and complains at him. Thanks for reading. This was our story of the day. If you like this content, subscribe to our channel and like this video.